People really want to know if time travel's possible. As far as we know, according to laws of physics, traveling into the future is indeed possible.
We're always traveling forward in time at the rate of 1 second per second per second. Always forward. How would you go forwards? There's a number of ways of doing it. You can travel really, really, really fast, or travel really, really close to a high gravity source. So the faster you go, the slower time appears to travel. If you were to go on a spaceship, traveling close to the speed of light, and I was to stay here on Earth, and you were to go around for 10 years, do a loop, and come back to Earth, when you come back, you would be younger than I am. Because in traveling close to light speed, you've experienced time at a different rate. And this actually happens every single day. So if you ever use your phone and push the button and drop a pin to get your location, you're interacting with at least 4 satellites in space.
These satellites whiz around the Earth at great speeds, and they also sit next to a large gravitational mass, which is the Earth. Now, both of these things have an effect on how these satellites experience time. So because they're travelling fast around the Earth, it means that time slows down for the satellites. And we can actually measure this, and we actually need to correct for it, otherwise GPS won't work. At the same time, because they're sitting next to the large gravitational mass of the Earth, that means time sort of speeds up for them. And so we actually have to correct for that. So with the GPS satellites, they're experiencing time dilation, and we actually have to put corrections because they are actually doing time travel.
Traveling into the past, as far as we know, is fraught with difficulty. We don't know if that really is possible to engineer, and even if it were, it seems that it creates paradoxes. You could make a time machine, however that works, go back in time and stop yourself from making the time machine. So that's a paradox. The universe doesn't like nonsense. It seems to protect itself from that. So it could be that the universe forbids time travel entirely, or there are ways around that we have not yet thought of.
I don't think we can go backwards in time. I think if we could go backwards in time, then the world would be full of people from the future. I don't think they would all hide. The world would be full of people from the future in the way that the world is full of people from Birmingham or from France. If the future was accessible to the past, then you would expect to see these people all the time. One of the most interesting applications for time travel that I can think of is in computers. So if you imagine a loop of string, right, and you loop it round, and that is 1 second loop. This is called a closed time-like infinity loop. You have your single loop that is 1 second, and you put a calculation in one end, and it takes 1 second to get out. But within the loop, you could go round for 1 second, or 10 seconds, or 1,000,000 years, or 100 trillion years. And if you had a really complicated equation or calculation that needed to be performed, you could put it in this closed time-like infinity loop, and it would go round and round and round and round and round for 1,000,000,000,000 years until it's ready, and then it will pop out the other end. But for you on the outside, 1 second has passed. And so there's a concept there of being able to use loops of time in order to perform really complex calculations. So using time travel to build supercomputers.